Las Vegas. For decades, a city built on a simple promise: escape your everyday life and have a fantastic time without emptying your wallet. But things have changed dramatically in recent years, and that original promise is starting to fade. Many people who once loved this city are now choosing to stay away. The very soul of Vegas is being tested, and not everyone is happy with the results. It was a place for everyone. From high rollers to families on a tight budget, all were welcome. But that Las Vegas is disappearing. After years of record profits, the cracks are starting to show. We need to understand why this is happening. Part of loving a place is being truthful about its problems, both the good and the bad. Recently, we saw a perfect example with the closure of a beloved, affordable restaurant right on the Strip. Ocean One Bar and Grill was a rare gem, a place where you could get a decent lunch for under $5, right in the heart of the action. The loss of places like Ocean One sends a clear message. The days of affordable fun on the Strip are over. This isn't just about one restaurant or one bad experience. It's a symptom of a much larger shift. From the moment you book your hotel, it feels like the city is trying to squeeze every last penny out of you. In the following sections, we're going to dive deep into the specific reasons why so many people are saying that Las Vegas has lost its way, and explore what this means for the future of America's playground. Can Las Vegas reclaim the magic that once made it so unique? The soul of the city hangs in the balance. What are your thoughts on the changes? Let us know in the comments. One of the most hated aspects of visiting Las Vegas today is something that started as a small, seemingly justifiable charge: the resort fee. I remember talking about this years ago, back when a $45 a night resort fee was considered outrageous. At that time, it was already frustrating to see a $25 room turn into a $65 room after taxes and fees. But what we're seeing today makes those old fees look like a bargain. More than 30 hotels on the Las Vegas Strip charge between $50 and $55 per night in resort fees. Suddenly, that $99 room balloons to $175 a night, completely destroying your vacation budget. The amenities these fees supposedly cover are often laughable: free local phone calls, boarding pass printing, or Wi-Fi that should be standard. This isn't about value. It's a deceptive pricing strategy to make room rates appear lower. The psychological impact goes far beyond the money. It's a breakdown of trust between visitor and hotel, leaving a sour taste. It's one of the top complaints from travelers and pushes people toward destinations with transparent pricing. Hotels win short-term profits, but they erode long-term loyalty, tarnishing the very magic that makes Las Vegas special. This city was built on escape, not nickel and diming guests. It's a gamble that could cost Vegas its most valuable asset: visitor goodwill. What's your take on this trend? A similar and equally frustrating trend has taken over the dining scene in Las Vegas. For years, many restaurants, especially on the Strip, have been quietly adding an extra fee of 4 to 5% onto your final bill. The way these fees are disclosed is often incredibly sneaky, printed in tiny font at the bottom of a menu. Experienced Vegas visitors now have to scan every single receipt like they're investigating a crime scene. What makes this practice particularly infuriating is that these fees provide absolutely zero additional value to your dining experience. The good news is that these fees are often not mandatory. If you ask, they'll usually remove it. They simply add it to every bill and hope that the majority of people will just pay it without a fuss. It leaves a bitter taste in your mouth, no matter how good the food was. If you've been visiting Las Vegas for a while, you've probably noticed a big change on the casino floors. Over the years, many of those tables have been removed, replaced with seemingly endless rows of slot machines. Table games like blackjack and craps, played with correct strategy, offer a relatively low house edge, sometimes under 2%. Penny slots often have a house edge around 10% or higher. From 2004 to 2024, Strip casinos increased the percentage they keep from slot bets by 24%. The odds have been getting worse. Your money doesn't last as long. A slot machine doesn't call in sick, doesn't need a lunch break, and never asks for a raise. The result? Less social, less interactive, and far less favorable gambling for customers. Many experienced players will tell you the biggest ripoff in modern casino history can be found at the blackjack tables. There has been a single rule change that has completely altered the most popular table game in Las Vegas. Traditional blackjack has always paid 3 to 2 for a natural 21, but the Las Vegas Strip is now filled with tables that only pay 6 to 5. At a 6 to 5 table, that $100 blackjack only pays $120. The casino is effectively stealing $30 from you on every blackjack. Over a session, that adds up to hundreds in lost winnings. You'll often find 6 to 5 tables with lower minimum bets, $15, $25, while fair 3 to 2 tables have much higher minimums. This tactic pushes budget players toward the sucker bet. What used to be a problem confined to certain areas of downtown has now spread throughout the entire tourist corridor. The homeless population has grown significantly, up 56% in 3 years. Not just people asking for money on the street anymore, it's interfering with why people come, to escape. Even inside casinos, individuals experiencing homelessness now enter and approach players at slot machines. That creates awkward, sometimes intimidating moments for tourists. Some incidents go beyond panhandling and make national news. This problem is destroying the fantasy Las Vegas sold for decades. Until compassionate, effective solutions appear, visitors will be pushed away and the city's image tarnished. Beyond the issues happening on the ground in Las Vegas, broader economic forces are also contributing to the city's decline in popularity. One significant factor has been the drop in international tourism. New trade tariffs implemented in early 2025 have made travel to the U.S. more expensive for many foreign visitors. International tourists are incredibly valuable to Vegas. They stay longer, gamble more, and spend more on shows and dining. Canadian Airlines have reduced flights to Las Vegas as demand dropped. Lavish trips like Vegas are often the first cut. Major strip properties have begun laying off hundreds of employees. This creates uncertainty for visitors and thousands of workers. The decision by major casino corporations to lay off employees is more than just a headline. It has a direct and negative impact on the guest experience. When hotels cut staff to save money, it's the visitors who ultimately pay the price through poorer service. Some of the biggest names on the Strip have eliminated entire departments, such as their concierge services. With fewer housekeepers, rooms may not be cleaned as thoroughly or as quickly. To compensate, they might reduce the quality of food at their buffets or water down drinks at the bar. This cycle of cost-cutting and declining service is a dangerous one. As the experience gets worse, fewer people will want to visit. It becomes a race to the bottom that ultimately damages the city's brand and reputation. Visitors are noticing, and many are deciding to take their vacation dollars elsewhere. Despite all the doom and gloom on the Strip, it's important to remember that Las Vegas is a big place. Recent problems on the Strip have created an opportunity for other properties to shine. The casinos that are benefiting the most are those that have stayed true to the original Vegas promise of good value and fair play. It's a simple, yet powerful formula that built this town. Places on the north end of the Strip, off-Strip, and downtown are attracting savvy visitors tired of being overcharged. In early 2025, the Palms made a bold move by offering $5 craps and 3 to 2 blackjack 24 hours a day. These off-Strip and downtown casinos are known for cheaper drinks, better odds, and a more relaxed, friendly atmosphere. It's a welcome throwback where you feel like a valued guest. They're proving there's still a huge market for honest value in Las Vegas. The good news is, Las Vegas is a city that is constantly evolving. In the meantime, smart travelers can actually benefit from the mess. The need to fill hotel rooms is creating more discounts and promotions than we've seen in years. You just have to be willing to venture beyond the Strip to find the real heart of Vegas, where fun is still affordable and the odds feel more in your favor. The soul of this city isn't confined to one boulevard. It's found wherever people gather for a good time and a fair shot. What are your favorite spots for value in Vegas? Share your hidden gems in the comments. As always, travel smart and play responsibly.